and welcome to today's episode of the Estate Planning Expert Series. I'm your host, Diana Cabrices, and today's episode is all about being full fee only and full service. So what exactly does that mean? How can advisors build estate planning into their fee only practices? On this show, I interview experts on the topic with advice to help financial advisors grow. And today we have our guest, Andrea Clark, with us, who I'm so excited to have with us. Now, Andrea is a certified financial planner, and she's the owner and founder of The Table Financial Planning. Her financial planning journey started years ago as she incorporated financial lessons into community college math classes, and she's worked with a lot of military family members as a military financial counselor. So a really cool story. Andrea, thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Diana. It's a pleasure to be invited.
Absolutely. And Andrea, where are you dialing in from today?
I am outside Phoenix, Arizona. It's a little hot today.
Well, I'm in Florida, and it's also a little bit hot today,
Yeah.
so I totally understand. Let's dive right in, Andrea. When I looked at your website and I looked at all your marketing materials, and we've definitely known about you as you use Trust and Will as a platform. You describe your practice as holistic and fee only, which we know are some important words in this industry. Can you share how estate planning naturally fits into the bigger picture for your clients as a fee only advisor?
Sure. Comprehensive planning includes all the things. It's not just investments. That's what people naturally think of first when they think about finding a financial planner or financial advisor. But we go far beyond investments. We do tax planning with our clients. We look at real estate decisions, cash flows, all the things, including estate planning, because that's part of your risk management plan. And people don't understand that they don't have to have a high net worth to need estate planning documents, because it's really more a matter of formally naming someone to assist you if you can't take care of things yourself, both financial and healthcare. So it's just a part of our fiduciary duty in doing that. And Trust and Will has been a great partner for us because we work with all of our clients virtually. Even our clients who are in Phoenix, we don't meet with them in person. We meet virtually. And because Trust and Will is a virtual service as well, virtual product, it just fits in really well with the clients who come to us and decide to be our clients. They are comfortable with working with their estate planning in that way.
Yeah, I love how you put it, right? You're virtual, we're virtual, so it kind of plugs in and it makes sense nicely.
Yeah.
I know that you've included estate planning like within your subscription fee. So you have a subscription model. How have your clients responded to that? Or is there any stories or things that you can share on that?
So a lot of our clients are engaging with a financial planner for the very first time. And it's an expense that they're adding to their household because we are a monthly subscription model for how we charge our clients. They pay us like a gym membership, a flat fee every month. And, when we come along and say, oh, and by the way, you need estate planning documents, and that's going to cost you X amount. And, they just know, oh, estate planning is associated with attorneys, and that's going to be expensive. And so, having this service that we pay for, it kind of blows them away because we'll just say, we pay for the subscription because that is how important these documents are. We really want you to do this. This is in your best interest. And yes, you could go to an attorney and you could probably get something very much more tailored for your situation. However, people don't get it done. And we're just finding that this is a way to help people get over that hump. Removing some of the friction that keeps people from getting it done. We'll tell them, just block some time on your calendar for you and your significant other, pour a glass of wine, have these important conversations, just get the job done and you'll be so glad. And the other nice thing about Trust and Will is we'll tell people, you know what, don't let perfect get in the way of good enough.
Yes.
You need some powers of attorney and you need them now. Just get that part done. You can come back later and hammer out the details for the trust or the guardianship of the children or whatever it might be. But just, get started somewhere. Those documents will be waiting for you every time you sign in and go back to them, and you can store them there and make changes as needed. So it really helps people see like, oh, I can do this. We recently have gone to a wait list for new clients. And we've been telling the new clients who are waiting to start their service with us, hey, here's something you can do before we get started.
Yeah.
And we've had nearly all of our new clients on the wait list get their estate planning documents, not always done, but at least started, so that they come to that first meeting with good questions like, why do I need this? And, we don't give legal advice, but we can tell them why they're doing it. And the other great thing is our clients are all over the country. So we can tell them, hey, we don't have all the answers for your state. We don't know, but you can hire the attorney support as part of your plan. It's very inexpensive, and they can answer your specific questions about your documents.
That is awesome. I mean, I've certainly heard of advisors plugging in the estate planning value in the onboarding phase or maybe in the annual check-in. I've
Mhm.
never heard of, financial planner with the practice who has done it before their clients have even like really truly started with them. Clients who
Mhm.
are on a wait list. I don't even,
Mhm.
prospects, prospective clients
Yeah.
on a wait list. That is a really awesome opportunity for people like you to add value early on, right? Our last show, we had a guest on. He was all about the 90-day hook. He was a financial advisor. He is a financial advisor, all about the 90-day hook. How do you
Mhm.
create value in those first 90 days? There's
Yeah.
something to be said about that time to value and what that does for the
Mhm.
rest of the relationship. It really
Yeah.
sets the tone, Andrea. So
Mhm.
hearing that you're doing it even before they get their foot in the door with you is
Right.
very interesting use case.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing in it for us. We tell them that too. There's nothing in it for us. We just believe this is so important. We want to make it easier for you. And yeah, it starts to build that trust that you need. Your clients need to trust you and know that you are looking out for their best interests. And nothing says that more than, here's a way to take care of your heirs, so that things go the way you expect at the end of your life. So.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So I can imagine that's opened up itself to other conversations, or maybe these clients or prospective clients have said, hey, I know somebody that really needs to build an estate plan that doesn't have
Mhm.
one. So how has estate planning brought referrals your way? And how's that accelerated trust so that they're referring other people to you?
Yeah, we have had a few referrals through the trust and will process. One of the things we say to them is, use this link, get your documents done. But also, if you want to share this link with friends and family, especially the friends and family named in your plan, make sure they also have a solid plan. And that has opened the door to, siblings and relatives, moms and dads of clients
Wow.
doing their estate planning documents. So yeah, it's been a good relationship builder all the way around.
100%. And you also serve military families. So we
Mhm.
mentioned that in the beginning of the show. It's one of your niche or niche markets, however you like to say it.
Yeah.
What unique estate planning needs do these military family have? And like, how do you, with your approach, how do you meet those needs?
Well, number one, our military clients are residents of 25 different states, and we cannot possibly have an estate planning referral in 25 states. That would take up all of our time just building those relationships. And we have a network of other planners who are military focused we work with, but still, it's just really nice to say, here is something that serves anybody in any state with state specific documents. And the other great thing is military moves all the time, and they end up owning real estate in multiple states sometimes as accidental landlords. And then when they leave the military, very often their state of residence changes. So Trust and Will just offers a flexible plan. We pay for the upfront documents, and then we tell them, it's the $39 annual ongoing fee to store your documents there and go back and make changes. So, when you make that transition, separating or retiring from the military and become a resident of another state, you can update your documents and you can engage with attorney support again and take care of things in a really convenient way. You don't have to reinvent the wheel with a new legal office or something like that. So,
Mhm.
and kids grow up and they age out, and you need to change some of those details of your plan. So it's just really great for families who go through a lot of transition, a lot of change, in addition to all the normal life changes that need to be accounted for.
I agree. I mean, it's great for everyone, but it's especially great and helpful for these types of families. And I love the ownership that they get. They can take it with them wherever they go. I
Mhm.
think that's got to be a big like peace of mind for
Yeah.
them. Right? As military families alone, there's so much going on. There's a lot of stress in that. So I really appreciate that you've built something that targets them and does it the right way. And
Mhm.
obviously,
Mhm.
Trust and Will is a really good piece in that for
Yeah,
you too. Um,
exactly.
let's maybe end on a note for other advisors. I know there's a lot of advisors out there who are building true holistic fee-only practices, or maybe they're aspiring to. And you've built such a cool model here. Like, is there any advice that you would share with them to get started on their estate planning journey for their clients?
You know what? Don't be afraid of it, because it's even to me as a new advisor, I'm like, estate planning. How am I going to advise anybody on estate planning?
Right.
And this makes it very easy. There's a lot of good documents at Trust and Will that you can share with clients, so you don't have to know all the things.
Yep.
Use it as a resource, and really, that's what our business is all about. We just have good resources in all those different fields of financial planning, and Trust and Will just fills this gap for us so nicely. And really, the annual advisor subscription is, in a lot of cases, less than one client pays us in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very affordable, and the relationship building is priceless. That's everybody's ultimate goal, is to be the trusted advisor. And there's just not a better way to say that right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, even before the beginning in your
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrea, thank you so much for joining me on today's show and sharing your story. I think it's so powerful for us to share stories and experiences and how we've gotten to where we are today. And you've certainly been very intentional at Table Financial Planning. So thank you for being such a wonderful guest. And if you're in the audience today listening into the show and you want to learn more about using estate planning, using technology, Trust and Will, head over to the QR code link at the bottom of the screen. You can scan that, or just head over to trustandwill.com/advisors. And we really look forward to the next episode. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Andrea, thank you again.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Bye.